Hey guys, Jochen here. Okay, one thing is clear, we all want to travel again. The times will come back soon, so let's talk about some Fuji travel gear today. I recently went on a little tour with my kids to the Medienhafen here in Düsseldorf on a wonderful Sunday morning when there wasn't much going on. The location is really well known here as some famous building of Frank Gehry are located there. Well, these were my challenges, taking pictures of my children, also of some architecture and maybe even catching one or two shots of street photography. So all in all, challenges that you could theoretically face on a city trip with your family or on vacation. If you've been following my channel for quite a while, you may have noticed that I mainly work with prime lenses. But I also own one single zoom lens, and that is what I decided to take with me that day, and it is my 16-80 f4 R OIS. Check out my first videos on this channel. I reviewed it and also tested it for portraits and even tried to do some kind of macro photography with it, so I did something about this lens already. Well, if I could take only one lens with me on a trip, it would always be this one. And why is that? First of all, because with the focal length range of 24 to 120 millimeters converted to full format, you can actually shoot almost everything you want. You can go from wide angle architecture shots to street in a range from 23 to 50 mil. You can use it for portraits if you fully extend it and have a really nice separation from the background. And for this versatility, the lens is really compact. In terms of size, it is almost the same as the 16 f.4, just a little bulkier, of course only when the zoom is not extended at all. Of course, you pay for this compactness with a maximum aperture of f4. This doesn't seem to be very fast at first glance, but it's continuous across the entire focus area, and we also have OIS on board. This is supposed to compensate for up to 6 f-stops. Why is that interesting? Of course, you cannot expect the same separation at 16mm as with the 16mm f1.4 here, but you have the option to get really close to your subject even at 80mm, aka 120mm, because the minimum focus distance of this lens is only 35 centimeters from sensor level. Of course, I know the look is not the same, but at least you have options if you want to separate the object from the background. And if the light conditions are not the best, the 6 stops OIS can be very helpful. I've already tried it in my review and it actually compensates for 6 stops in a lot of situations, but let's go safe and only assume 4 stops. This means that we can still take pictures with 1/8 of a second with the zoom fully extended and without unwanted blurring because of camera shaking. We would actually need 1/125th of a second at the 80mm without the OIS. So with this said, all in all, this lens is also suitable for shots in challenging conditions and even at night. There has also been a lot of discussion about the sharpness of this lens. Such a zoom lens cannot of course be as sharp as the corresponding prime lenses, but if you look at my old videos about the 16-80, you can see that I'm absolutely satisfied. In my opinion, there is nothing to complain about. Neither when it comes to handling. Fortunately, the switch for the OIS and the auto adjustment for the aperture are missing compared to the 18-55. Why? The lens automatically detects whether it is being used on a tripod, and the aperture ring has a stop at both ends due to the continuous f4 maximum aperture. What else makes the lens interesting for travel? WR, of course. And now we get the transition to the camera. I don't want to worry about dust and rain when I'm traveling. Therefore, a combination with one of the unfortunately few WR cameras from Fujifilm would make sense. The X-T3 or X-T4 can of course be an excellent choice here, but this is a matter of taste. Even if the X-Pro3 is a bit ahead in terms of compactness, especially compared to the X-T4. Well, let's mount this thing on the X-Pro3, so have a look at it. If you want a little more safety, add an additional grip to the X-Pro3, then the combination will of course be a bit heavier depending on your choice. In any case, I cannot recommend the 16-80 f4 for the very compact camera bodies. I show you the XE4 with it and you can see how unbalanced this combo is. I would then tend towards the 18-55 again and accept that you lose some versatility in the focal length and the continuous maximum aperture. And besides, as already mentioned, the small bodies XT30, XS10 and even the XE4 are unfortunately not weather sealed, which may be a problem for you while traveling. But another nice advantage of the X-Pro3 over the T-series is the option of the Optical Viewfinder, for example when you want to shoot at night. This feature may not be super hot with a zoom lens, especially since you only get to see the bright frame from 23mm and above, but it can still be an advantage in certain lighting conditions. And of course the OVF feature of the camera is optimized to the f2 lens series from 23-50, not for this zoom lens. But as we also have the EVF, my recommendation is still take the X-Pro3 if you want to have the most compact, versatile and weather-resistant combination possible with this lens. This package with a nice camera strap around my neck and a couple of spare batteries in my pocket would be everything I need to be prepared for my next city trip, whenever this may happen again. So this is my recommendation for traveling and I hope you like it. I also had the crazy idea to just show you all of my prime lenses on the X-Pro3. If you want to see that, feel free to write me in the comment section. And now please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and if you think it's all incredibly phenomenal, think about spending me a coffee or a beer via buymeacoffee.com. Well, that's it for today. I hope to see you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Ciao.